Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome back to Deus Ex, where... Bird, listen, I'm doing an intro, can you just, like, not? Where we are on top of Maggie Chow's apartment here, which I, may or may not have used some augmentation shenanigans to jump on a chair, on a railing that's still... on a chair that's on a railing and then augment jumped from here to there because I didn't remember that I could just like walk here through that spot, but details. So why am I here, you ask? Well, you see, there's a very clear and simple answer. I'll let you know in just a moment. I'm just gonna... There you go. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is Jock's apartment. I didn't remember exactly how one reached here, so I then opted to find out, and that's a way to do it. So there's supposed to be a... I mean, I can break the windows, but I don't... Fine. There we go. But yeah, here give me a moment. Can we... So, Jock's apartment. Right. We will possibly learn in a bit, what the purpose of this place is, but it'll, it'll eventually happen, I'm sure. Jock's apartment key, so I can also get out of here if I want to. Flyboy 5x5, cool. There. And Catastros, I've been continuing my second playthrough of Code Vein, reached my least favorite area, an absolute massive cathedral, labyrinth, and nightmare to navigate. Ooh! I actually have Code Vein, I haven't played it yet, but I should. I hear it's pretty fun. I do like Dark Souls, so it should probably be up my alley. And I, I probably mind less about the, brave character designs. It's like it doesn't like move me into a direction. So like, yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, so Paul Denton basically saying time is short. If you followed orders, you should be on your way back to Hong Kong. Tong will know what to do, so help him. We can't let these bastards get away with what they've done and what they still might do. My brother may be able to help, I don't know. I've sent him to obtain the evidence I compiled of UNATCO's recent activities, but I've had to treat him and everyone else I know like pawns. I've sent them to be killed and all, so that we would win the larger game. But I think my time to be sacrificed is about to come. If Tong gives you the word, take down Maggie. And if I see you again, you're buying the beers this time, Pete. So, Jock was here to assassinate Maggie Chow if necessary. This is basically the reason. And this part is completely optional. It's actually difficult to reach here. I think it's not the only way to get there the way I did, but well, it isn't surely, but it's tricky. This is from TT. As in Traitor Tong, surely. Please continue your observations of Miss Chow. I suspect that it is she who may lay at the heart of our current troubles and not the Red Arrow. My sources within the police department have been quite willing to share with me certain items of information that lead me to believe that she was not only responsible for the death of their dragon head, but may also know the location of the dragon's tooth. Your friend Paul was a great aid to Luminous Path, and as we are in his debt, so are we in yours. Daedalus. Paul needs you. If you have loyalty to your friends, you must return to New York now. I cannot ascertain the status of the person you identify as Paul Denton. He may or may not be alive. but it is possible that I can assist in the salvage of him and his brother if you return to New York now. I have secured the proper authorizations for you to fly an SH-187 stealth helicopter from the Wanchai MJ-12 helibase located in the VersaLife building. There is little time. I usually don't read the emails, but I think this part of the lore is actually really interesting. Like, that Jock was there to be an actual, like, an assassin to kill Maggie Chow. And, like, Maggie Chow was evil. Like, she stole the Dragon's Tooth sword to you know, incite the gang war, killing many people just for, you know, reasons. So, question, if I pick up that sawed-off shotgun, would I get more ammo? I probably would. 7248, right? So, give us a minute. And now it's 7648. I drop that. And I still have 76. Cool. Good. It's worth noting that, with a few exceptions, Code Vein is nowhere near as challenging as a FromSoft title, and the Blood Code abilities make it a completely different experience for the better, in my opinion. Cool. I am all for a Dark Soulsian game doing something of its own. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. So, so yeah, and that sounds good because. The thing with Dark Souls is, I love Dark Souls, I do. Like, they are really fun. I've played all of them, and I am actually contemplating on, like, should I just maybe even stream some of them to try to get all of the achievements. Maybe not, it would take forever, and there's a lot of grinding involved. So I probably won't. But point being, I like them enough that I've still thought about the idea, you know. But the thing with Dark Souls difficulty is you gotta nail the game design really down in order to sort of make the difficulty feel quote-unquote fair. In that that the player believes more that the, you know, issue is with the player and not with the game, right? And then it's an interesting thing to get better at it if the game is really good. And the problem with that is, if the game mechanics would then be ever so slightly more stiff or janky or whatever, the same level of difficulty would be more difficult to also sort of perustella. Help me out here. Brain, come on. The same level of difficulty would be more difficult to justify, right? Man, my brain is just slow today. I'm supposed to know this stuff. And so, therefore, if a game is slightly easier than Dark Souls, that's perfectly good with me, because even in the excellence of Dark Souls games, I do find, especially the one in... I find Dark Souls 1 that for a... Again, if you research it online, you'll be fine. Just Google equip load, press enter, and then you win the game. But basically, like, if you don't use the internet and play Dark Souls for the first time, I do find the difficulty curve having that issue, that it kind of obscures the notion of what exactly equip load is and how it operates. And that is the be-all end-all of winning Dark Souls 1. That's just how it is. Like, because the beginner players will just go fat rolling around and it's just not gonna work out. I'm basically saving bioelectricity here by using the healing items instead. That's the point I was doing here. So, like, partly because of that, I had a lot of issues in my first, you know, casual playthrough of Dark Souls when I reached the big Taurus demon. Like, everyone drops at the Taurus demon, right? Basically. and then I eventually cleared it, and then I just sort of accidentally got a medium roll equip load by the time I reached the gargoyles. And I'm like, oh, so that's okay. And then I understood how the game operates when I googled the actual percentages. And it's just, that basically was for me the win game thing. Whereas, if you don't know what you're doing, the game just gives you this, like, spreadsheet of stuff and leaves out the actual, like, mechanics of how equip load works, where are the limits of what. That's omitting information the player, like, actually needs. Because experimenting the limits of equip load for the players themselves is just, that's... you're obscuring the actual mechanics of your game that are vital to playing the game. Again, with the internet, a bit of research, you're all good. But point being, even Dark Souls has issues, in my opinion, with its difficulty curve. It's not as such a hard game, it's just, well, it is a hard game, I suppose. But the problem with Dark Souls difficulty is actually more about obscuring the absolutely vital parts of how the game operates. Which can be both good and bad, because on one hand it's fun to, like, discover stuff, right? But the equip load is my pet peeve about, like, you're supposed to maybe just tell the player about this stuff. Like, it does say something along the lines of, the more you... Do you mind? No? Okay. I did not Google how do I get out of here, so this is gonna be an adventure for all of us then. Okay, I don't think even with my augs I can survive that fall. That's not gonna work. So... Okay, let's then go back up the stairs and investigate the stuff a little bit. I feel there should be a... I remember a sniper nest somewhere here, so that's probably my next step to see where I can go. But I'm glad you're enjoying Code Vein, because I am actually interested in playing it either on my own casually or, like, maybe one day streaming it too, depending on stuff, right? But I will play it one day. I also intend to play, at least myself casually, Darksiders 3, which is also, I hear, a Souls-like. Not as good, but I liked Darksiders 1 and 2 enough that I'm sort of interested in seeing how the story ends, or continues, or, you know what I mean. Okie dokie. Again, I can't stress enough. See how the Dragon's Tooth makes this ever so slight glow on the walls. Like, this is without it, and this is with it. It's slight, but in a game this dark, this tiny bit of flashlight actually really helps a lot. Okay, let's see. Ow. Don't mind me. Right, so that's the same place that I just was in, so there's where I'm trying to reach. Vaguely. So save the game again. I don't remember where my quick save is. Like, is it before I jumped in here? Because I don't want to, like, do a quick save here unless I know it'll be fine, you know? Okay, flashlight, that stuff. Okay, this jump is gonna suck. Because... Yep. Because with the speed enhancement, it's a bit of a... Could I just, like, do it without it, maybe? Yeah. Much better. For me, it's down to the fact that I felt very rewarded for turning over every stone by feeling very in control of combat by endgame and not just really loving very anime storyline. That sounds reasonable. Very much so. Beadora, hi Beadora, how have you been doing? How has your day been? Tell me a story. Like Code Vein's true ending is still fresh in my mind even after several months. That's cool, that sounds good. Don't tell me anything, I mean, I know you weren't about to, but don't tell me, okay? Because I care somewhat about spoilers. Probably less than most, but still, but still, especially for other people, let's avoid discussing the endings of games that are like less than 10 years old. I don't know. I know you weren't about to, but I try to keep a cool room, you know, going on that you know, I'm sure you understand. Okay. Question, how do I do this? Wait, surely that's not a... Let's save the game. I want to see if that's an actual platform. Okay, let's try that again. I didn't realize my bioelectricity was so low. Oopsie daisy. It hurts, but I'm fine. Old game, Deus Ex, yes, came 20 years ago, I think, in 2000. I don't remember the exact month, but yeah, this is an oldie. But this game is, I would need to revise my, I had like a short list at some point of like my top 10 favorite games of all time. The first one was Witcher 3 in that list, but the second one was Silent Hill 2. This was in the top 10 though. I don't remember at which spot, but it sure was in the top 10 though, so. You've survived a day of work, your car's battery died. Oh, luckily I was stupidly early out and managed to get lift with coworkers. Cool. Okay, so, you know, bad but good. Are you gonna... What's a car battery these days? Do you, like, need to buy a new one, or can you, like, get it jump-started, like, via cables and then it would work again? Like, do you know? Or is it like a dead or like out? There's a difference. I think. I had a car once. Urgh. Well, I made it. I'm super not sure if this is the way to do this, but I'm alive, so I'll take it. So we're back on the street in there. Boom. There you go. But yeah, this is in my top 10 games of all time. Basically, Beadora, this game, new one since battery is old, recharging at the moment, thanks for help. Cool. What's a new car battery these days? Like, 100 euros, maybe? What's that in crowns? Like they're... If I remember correctly, they're like a car part that's, like, not cheap, but not expensive either in terms of, like, really bad. So it's kind of like a one third of a Nintendo Switch or something. At least it used to be, I think, where I used to get them. I think it's been a bit though. But basically, this game pioneered some really cool ideas. 70 to 1 on hand. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. So, Beadora, we'll find. I'm sure it'll be fine. I would imagine somewhere in the ballpark of 100 would be pretty... Like, it's not nothing, obviously, but it's like, you know, hopefully not like a... no one wants to pay 100 euros, but it's not gonna end the world, with most people, and I hope it's not... not gonna do that with you as well. Or either. Yes. I talk English very good. Human words. The human words I speak very... You feel like you own this game, but it must be a sequel. Yeah, there's Deus Ex. There's Deus Ex Invisible War, which is a couple of years after, I think. Then there's Deus Ex Human Revolution, the one with the dude with the beard and the cool slideshow sunglasses and I never asked for this. That guy. And then there's the sequel to that, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which is... So, yeah. This is the first one of this. Then there's in between there's an Android mobile whatever game that was ported onto PC called Deus Ex The Fall. I haven't played it, but it's canon. It has really bad reviews, but it is canon, so... I do have it, though. It was like €1, like, ages ago. I'm like, sure, fine. Gaming conventions without numbers. I can see that, sure, yeah. Especially because they're not linear. Well, I mean, that's the problem, because Deus Ex Human Revolution is actually a prequel. So, explaining timeline, right? So imagine Deus Ex, right? That's the timeline moment. Deus Ex Invisible War came out after and happens after, right? Then, way later, came out Deus Ex Human Revolution, but that happens way before Deus Ex. And then Deus Ex Mankind Divided happens after Human Revolution, but before Deus Ex proper. So... But yeah, basically this game pioneered the ideas of, well... It was one of the first big games that had the stuff of, like, the characters will talk to you differently if you're lethal or non-lethal. Will give you different items if you're lethal, non-lethal. There's like, there's experience points and, like, skill abilities, which you can then, like, put the skill points into, and such and such and such. Like, it pioneered a lot of this stuff. Is this, and it's still, in my opinion, the best one of the bunch. Don't get me wrong, I really, really like Human Revolution, and I like Mankind Divided too. I don't understand why it gets so, like, I enjoyed it. It's good. So, but yeah, this is the best one and the first one. So it just has all the stuff that you need. It looks old, but beyond that, it's super cool. I love this one. It's really good. Okay. I'm exploring exploring Hong Kong. Right. Let's see if I can, like... Oof. Okay, that's a tricky jump. Anything here, though? I don't see anything to climb with. Oh! I can just climb this. I've played this game a lot. I didn't know I can climb fences. Or this fence. That's new. I didn't know that. That's... Oh, come on. Really? How? How do you expect me to do that? Isn't Adam's mechanical augs in Human Revolution much sleeker than the mechanical augs in this one too? Speaking of how the chopper yesterday was more... Yeah, I would say so, yes. Especially like Gunther is basically just like this walking machine. Like, look, listen. Like a walking forklift. And JC is at least a little more sophisticated than Gunther, but yeah, Adam's stuff is so much more sleek and sophisticated, and just, yeah, it's weird. But then I played mainly fantasy RPGs as I grew up. That's a fair point. Okay, I'm really using up my bio cells here, but I want to know, can I make this jump? Nope! Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okie dokie, let's grab the sword to bring some light here. But yeah, I do agree. It doesn't make a lot of sense how sleek Adam's augmentations are in comparison. It's just like, look, listen. Okay, I'm gonna get... It's fine. Huh. Interesting little trip, but not exactly profitable. Cool, and then back here. And then out of here, right? Yeah.
You missed them. They left over an hour ago.
Who?
Guess they're painting up there. Saw it on their boots when they came out of the alley. I used to paint myself. Think they're hiring? I used to paint myself. Think they're hiring?
Both person.
Very many triad members. This part of Wan Chai.
Uh-huh. Cool echo effect for sure. Like, you know. Okay, I think we're good to go back because I think I've now explored like most of the stuff I'm interested in this area. Jocks apart.
You are an unfamiliar face on Tonochi Road.
I'm here on business from Gordon Quick.
You are here to speak to Miss Chow, perhaps. Half a block down on the left.
Thank you.
The woman is a snake. Believe nothing she says.
I never met her because I just opened the doors to catch the sword instead. I literally skipped stuff. Like she would send us on an errand of nonsense. But I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna take the sword. Bye.
Not advisable for tourists to visit the canals at night.
Thanks for the concern. Zooming in on the map, yeah. Every once in a while, the cinematic camera angles are a little don't quite work out, but details. I can't for the life of me remember where the that one bar was, where I could just like grab some healing stuff. But I'll just go to the Lucky Money instead, I think, and grab the healing there. Look, I like the music in this game, it's good.
Please, look around.
Cool. Very nice music. This game is really good music. Hi. Hi. Do you mind if I like grab the soda from your floor there, right? Because I'd love to heal like two points of health. Thank you. So I don't want to break in here because it would suck. I'm not here to kill the police, you know. I think they asked me for money to get in, but I don't think that gains me anything. I can try, but I don't think...
Hey man, where you from?
The States.
We're from Australia.
On vacation?
Let's just wait for Russ.
He's kinda cute. What's your name?
JC. Is this a good club?
Oh, totally. And it's a Red Arrow place? They get everything real cheap. Look, can we ask a big favor?
Sure.
My friend and I. It's so silly. We left our credit cards at the hotel. Think you could get us in?
How much do you need?
Only 20 each. We get in for 20.
Ah, fine.
Sure.
Right, you like to dance then? Let's go.
You're so bad.
You're so bad. It doesn't gain me anything, but I'm not gonna miss 40 credits. That's kind of the reality here.
Leather boots. For you, 25 credits admission.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Perfect. I order you to stand in the spotlight and growl at the women like a dog who needs a master.
Woof.
Thanks for getting me in.
Sure. Care to open the door, please?
That was so cool, man. Thank you so much. Do you know Max Chen? He runs this place.
No problem. We go way back. Wanna dance?
Bet you've got some moves I haven't seen before.
There's only one way to find out.
Let me loosen up a bit. Mind if I borrow 10 credits to get a drink?
I wonder if this goes anywhere. I haven't done this ever before. Out of curiosity,
Anything you want?
You're so cool, JC. I'm so glad I met you.
Red Truck, hi, hello, welcome. I hope you've been good. I borrow exactly. I hope you've been good and welcome. How has your day been? Tell me a story. I'm decent. I can't complain. Like, you know, it's a life. You know, that's basically the long and short of it. I'm okay. Personally, like, especially when you know, I cannot complain is really the long and short. Yes. You will get those 10 credits back on your code 3 a.m. Yeah, something along that line. Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Hi. Man.
How about that dance?
I gotta be really drunk to dance when it's almost empty like this. Think you could buy me another drink?
You're super dancing already, though. But I just want to see what this does.
Anything you want?
Like, does
You're so cool, JC. I'm so glad I met you.
Hello.
so? There I was walking naked in the rain. Okay, here, I sense a story. Hey, if you want to tell a story like that, that's.
Hello.
How about that dance?
I gotta be.
Oh, come on.
Anything?
You're.
Really? It just does this.
How about that dance? Anything you?
Oh, come on.
Hello.
How about that
Boo.
dance? Anything?
Man, that's unfortunate. I sort of hoped that they would like end with something, but okay. So hi. Hi.
Here you go.
Perfect.
To the magic of load game, we have now saved money.
Hello.
Hi.
I feel silly. You look good. Move your hips a little more.
You know,
There you
I'm
go.
such a social potato that, like, if like a paid escort says like, hello, I would literally just like, oh hi, and then like just like go away and move along, because I would imagine that's what you're
Hello.
supposed to do, like, hi. I would so
Want to
just
get something to eat after this? Maybe some tea. But I want to go home. Take a bath. Where do you live? Not too far. I want to dance with my friend.
you do that. It's my don't be sure. Oh, right. Sorry. I tried to not get in. because the game scolds you for going in the wrong bathroom, at least in the UNATCO part. So I try to avoid it out of habit, even though like on one count, you know, one tries to immersively not go, but on the other count, it's a video game and you really want to explore every room, including the ladies' bathroom. Like, maybe there's items in there, just like it's, you know.
I've never seen so many troopers. They must be close to a breakthrough.
But which division?
Maybe all of them. Something fundamental. I saw guards in biotech, too.
I think it's just the UC.
They've had that for weeks.
But word has gotten out. Every engineer on the planet.
VersaLife already has the best security in the industry.
Even my game programmer friend in Texas offered me 1 million credits for 1 hour on the UC. Wanted to make the game of life with buckyballs. Joking, of course.
Okay, let's make a manual save. I've been wanting to play this game for the longest and never done so. But there's...
I don't like being in the dark.
What do you mean?
Everything's so compartmentalized.
A pain, I know. But all it takes is one leak to the net, and there goes our work into the public domain.
Don't mind me. Just drinking your stuff.
It's more like the way you'd organize a prison camp than a laboratory.
Let's not get melodramatic.
I've spent months making this rotor for sorting calcium ions, and I don't even know what it's for.
Kaczynski was right about the division of labor. I'll give him that much. Want another drink?
Who puts the pieces together?
Someone who makes a lot more money than we do. We do not wish to be disturbed.
Mind if I ask what you were talking about?
You with the company?
It just sounded interesting. Troops. At a corporation?
Not your affair. Please do not intrude.
We're having a private discussion.
We do not wish to be disturbed.
Boo.
Stay in the dance area.
But yeah, it's...
I think management is involved in something criminal.
I don't know if you should be saying that.
Really? Why the codes? All the procedures? Why'd the data entry people disappear today? What did the company have them doing?
That's outside your department.
I want to know. What do they do all day and all night down on level 2?
I don't think I can take part in this conversation.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah, it's always a good time to play Deus Ex for sure.
Oh, sure. I don't mind needles.
Oh, good. Okay, so I'm just because again I'm trying to like save on my bio, electricity, and medkit. So if I see healing items, I'm just
Schmooma.
gonna ba da ba ba da do 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 do.
Have another drink?
Don't mind if I do.
As you were saying?
Well, women back home, they aren't like your daughter.
Da 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 da.
You are very handsome. You must have many girlfriends in your country.
Oh, come on. Nah.
Very handsome. Okie dokie. Da 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 da.
You see, my class, where in the US, either you have nothing or you have everything. And the women of my class, well, they're spoiled.
Okay, we're gonna be a little drunk, but like, you know, it's fine. Healing is important. So what Deus Ex teaches us...
14 karat gold, actually. Not my style at all.
Fine things suit you.
You think so?
You have thin aristocratic wrist.
Oh, stop it. It will go to my head.
Okie dokie. I should play the first vampire game before the next is up. Well, I think you sort of kind of mean the second vampire game then, because there's the first, well, because there's Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, then there's Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and now they're making Bloodlines 2, so... Haven't played Redemption. I think I have it, though. I hear it's actually pretty good. Should, you know... Can we go into... Today? Thank you. Oh boy. Come on. Hi. I can see just fine. That's like all the stuff. All the beer is in there. I'm actually kind of tempted. Surely I don't have enough skill points to do, yeah, no. Do I want to use 4 lockpicks? I have lockpicks, though. There's a lot of stuff in there. I don't know if I can reach that any other way, so... Sure, let's... Like, why do we carry lockpicks if we never use them? Yes, I have never played any World of Darkness game. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, you should absolutely play at least Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. It's super good. It's, I think you might want to make sure... Like, I played it without the fan patch, but I think it works a lot better with the fan patch. And don't quote me on this, but I heard from somewhere that the GOG version might just come with the fan patch, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Like, obviously the fan patch is on the internet, but like it's if the GOG version comes out, it like sells with it, right? Then it's easier. Rockets, cool. Don't mind if I do. Sniper rifle. Sniper rifle, really? In a box. Sure. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen in any other spot actual weapons come out from a box. That's impressive. Cool. Okie dokie, and I don't see any air duct, so I think that's the only way to reach here. Unless that's a way somehow, but... Okay, and then we drink all of this, so give us a moment. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm actually making some progress with getting some healing done. There we are, and these 4 more. Time to get yes, because you see, I jumped around to reach Jock's apartment, right? And then that means my stuff got messed up because jumping around to get there is quite painful. So even with the augmentations I have going on, so I am raiding the bar for all of the healing items, and now get gun, give. There you go. Okay, we're super ready to go meet the leader of the Red Arrow. The moment I remember how to get there. It's fine. Let's get. It's all good. It's all fine. Come on. It's all fine.
Beer is 15. Wine is 120.
Revision mod. No. This is basically as is the Steam version. The Steam Game of the Year thing.
Can I ask you something?
Also, hi.
You want to know?
Despite all I've read about the triads, I wasn't prepared to see them operating in the open, on the streets and wearing uniforms. Doesn't the Chinese government care?
The Chinese leave Hong Kong alone. They barricade the roads to control trade to the mainland, but they know how business is done.
I would think the secret smuggling operations of the triads would disturb the Chinese government.
Maybe the luminous path, but China knows that the Red Arrow are business owners, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and that they protect the city from outside influences.
Okay, okie outside influences.
You said outside influences. What does China fear?
China is the last sovereign country in the world. Authoritarian but willing, unlike UN-governed countries, to give its people the freedom to do what they want.
As long as they don't break the law.
Listen to me. This is real freedom. Freedom to own property, make a profit, make your life. The West, so afraid of strong government, now has no government, only financial power.
Our governments have limited power by design.
Rhetoric? You believe it? Don't you know where these slogans come from?
I give up.
Well-paid researchers. How do you say it? Think tanks? Funded by big businesses. What is that? A think tank?
Hardly as sinister as a dictator, like China's premier.
It's privately funded propaganda. The Trilateral Commission in the United States, for instance.
The separation of powers.
The separation of powers acknowledges the petty ambitions of individuals. That's its strength.
A system organized around the weakest qualities of individuals will produce the same qualities in its leaders.
Perhaps certain qualities are an inseparable part of human nature.
The mark of the educated man is the suppression of these qualities in favor of better ones. The same is true of civilization.
Cool. And that, the shaky screen was because so you remember how drunk we were, right? So the shaky screen was because for some reason the zoom in roll around camera effect doesn't.
15. Mine is 120.
Listen, I was
I'll
talking.
Get a drink later.
For some reason the zooming around, rolling around effect doesn't actually translate into the dialogue screens, whereas the shaky effect that happens at the sort of tail end of being drunk, right? That part, for some reason, the shake effect still translates into the dialogue screens, though. So that's what that was. So the shaking was basically Denton getting through the drunkenness while talking. That's what that was.
I do not like the way you look.
Look, listen. Everyone can have their own style. It's fine. Oh. I don't remember if they liked me being here. There's probably money to be gotten there, but that's probably when stuff isn't, you know, when I have a better opportunity, let's say. Okie dokie,
I like your tattoo. Really. The claws of a dragon. Touching your breast. I just thought it would be sexy.
Cute.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, remind me again. I've done this many.
Move it.
Ivan the Sailor. Cool.
Yeah.
You don't mind if I, like, you know, I realized you have your...
Hey, Yevgeny! Yevgeny! Where is Yevgeny?
Let's party.
Like, don't mind me, I'll just grab what you have on the table there. There we go.
More!
Okay, just give the... There you go. It's fine. We'll just get through this all good. We're making big progress on the health department. Okay, I think that's probably most of what I can do. Okay. Right. Yeah. So if it wasn't in there... I might as well check it just one more time, but I don't think there was a... Hi. I'm trying to remember how to... Aha! Hi! I have a sword for you people.
Excuse me, sir. This room is off limits to club patrons. I suggest you leave.
Guess I stumbled into the main office. One of you guys run the place?
Max Chen is in the other room. Do not bother him unless he is expecting you.
Do I just, like, go?
Currently, we have no work for American-style gangsters.
What's an American...
Isaac is letting anybody back here these days.
Ooh, J. Crypts, hi! Good evening to you. How has your day been? Tell me a story and welcome. I am making big progress. And
The one-chai merchants are being stubborn.
And I've been drinking in this club of like 30 different wines and 40s. It's great. Quaint is what I'd say here. Hi. I have like a sword.
You must be Max Chen.
So?
I have found something in Miss Chow's apartment that might interest you.
Is that so?
The sword was never destroyed. It was stolen, and she is the one who stole it.
Preposterous.
I have it right here.
But Miss Chow?
She works for a group called Majestic 12. She's using you and the Red Arrow for her own ends.
No, you must be mistaken.
Think about it. She murders your predecessor, hides the sword, pushes the Red Arrow into the war with the Luminous Path, and then, what next? The Triads are weakened and an outside group seizes power. Sound far-fetched?
Oh, there must be an explanation.
Perhaps you should meet with the leaders of the Luminous Path.
Perhaps. For now, take them this message. I will stop hostilities until I have completed an investigation.
Boss,
What is it?
Marty at the door said we have trouble. Soldiers coming in. She said that was some kind of mechs.
MJ-12 troops. They must have followed me.
If Max Cheng is busy, maybe you can talk to Medium Cheng. Maybe if I just really quickly check your computer. Hi. Bad day, glad to be here, need the distraction for sure. Okie dokie, glad to be a distraction. So... It'll be fine, don't worry about it, I'll just... Ooh! MJ-12 Commandos. Why does my character drink so much? The reason being I get 2 healing points per drink, and I was healing up with them, basically. Because I have medkits, but I'm trying to save them, and I also have a regeneration augmentation, but I'm trying to save my bioelectricity as well for now, so... That's like the long and short of that. Okay, so now that...
Red Arrow!
Yes!
It's some kind of raid!
I know, right? I'll just raid your safe to be safe, right? Ah! Hi. Hi. I'll just right quick, you know? See? Now your money is safe, and it's all fine. Cool. Let's make a quick hard save as well. Ah. Yeah, not HoboCop. No, it's I needed the healing powers of basically anything that's consumable, like alcohol, candy bars, soy food, and soda, even like water fountains. They are all like heal me a little bit, and I'm trying to do that. Hi, Ivan.
They say they pay the police, but no, the police come anyway.
Oh! That's a... That's a lot of people. Okay, give us a moment. When you find a beer on a dead body, you just can't let it go to waste, man. That would be just you know. If it's not nailed down once again, what is with these games and robbing thieves blind? Well, point, but it is a club ran by mobsters, like Japanese mobsters or whatever is, you know, the equivalent of whatever Yakuza we have going on here. So why? 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 I don't remember the police being hostile. That's interesting. I might be just misremembering that, because I didn't shoot at any people, right? So, ergo, you don't mind if I just, like, you know... Okay, listen, look. Fine. I don't remember where... Could I undo the cameras from that computer here? Hi.
We are in your debt.
You know. None of these are of those, so... I don't remember where is the, security computer for that. Yeah. Listen, guys, why so angry? I don't... I don't remember the cops being hostile. I'm gonna level with you. Like, maybe so many civilians... I don't remember if the cops are supposed to be hostile. But I mean, yeah, I can take them, but... You know. You have a really tight booth, let me tell you. Okay, I think so. Oh, I was looking for it a little too like eagerly, it seems. Excellent. So time to heal up. Most of this should actually probably be enough. In this shop, at least. I think I might walk out of the shop with actual full life for one. Vases, random newspapers. Didn't the I don't have a pin in the count number, and I will never remember to pick this stuff up if I don't do it now. So, okie dokie. If I can avoid the super drunk state, I actually will, because it just takes a while to clear up. So. Oh, I can. See, now that is a drop set of... Cool. We are making progress. We are at full health and ready to rumble. Didn't even need to break into here. I'm very happy. Oh! You wouldn't happen to have a command for that here. Mm-hmm. Money! Important stuff later on, for sure. Okay, question. Do the cops outside also hate me, though? Like, I can take them if they do, but, like, you know... So, now Tracer Tong, right? Tell Gordon quick, yeah. I'm just gonna sneak a little bit because I'm super worried about the cops here, because I do not remember if the military police in the club were supposed to go hostile. I didn't kill any civilians, so... Okay, good. They're fine.
Do not touch.
Screw you. I did it. I did it.
Did anybody see?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't matter. We got her payment, plus interest. Get back and see if she runs something.
Okay.
Cool. Hi.
You were right. Maggie Chow is a con artist.
You have proof?
Yes, I found the sword in her apartment.
Good. Inform the Red Arrow Dragon Head. Then we will see who is the real traitor.
I've already been to the Lucky Money. Max Chen has declared a truce between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path.
A truce? Are you certain?
Majestic 12 attacked the club. I think he would consider forming an alliance.
Mr. Denton, you are the man I hoped you were. Tracer Tong is inside, in his laboratory below the compound. The door is in our sparring room. He will know what to do next. To enter our compound, use the code 1997.
There we are.
While you are here, observe the laws of the Triad.
I will also observe the credits at the Buddha statue. Hi.
唔該指教。你好嗎？
I think ni hao ma means how are you or something. I think that's like the one thing I know of like that kind of Chinese. That's the one thing I know. Ni hao ma, I think I know. I think ni hao ma means pretty much how are you. If I remember correctly. It's been a bit, but it's just, you know, anecdotal stuff, but still. And if I'm wrong, but that's what my memory is telling me.
You must have won great favor with the dragon head.
Oh, sure, I am Mr. Favor. Does anyone want to make Chinese silver loaves? Three quarters cups of hot water, 3 probably teaspoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vegetable shortening or oil, 6 cups of plain flour, 2 teaspoons, I would imagine, baking powder. Oh no, wait. Teaspoon is TSP. So what's a tea then? It might be like 1/10 of a liter if I'm or no, that can't be right. It cannot have 3/10 of a liter of sugar. Tablespoon. Ah, I've never heard that word before. Tablespoon. Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense. 3 tablespoons of sugar does still seem within reason, yes. I'm gonna... Like, I've only read cookbooks in Finnish. I like... Teaspoon and then the other one. I'm like... because we just call it the food spoon. No, not kidding. We call it the food spoon. So it's like... Like, we also say teaspoon in Finnish, but in Finnish the tablespoon is food spoon, and I was like... Right, exactly. I was searching for a word and came up with nothing. Now, mind you, of course I've probably heard, like... I haven't paid attention to hearing that word, basically, is more to the point. Surely I've heard the word tablespoon before, but as I think about it, but I just haven't paid attention to, like, what it is. I don't know. I have some weird holes in my yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Tracer Taunt admitted another American. Perhaps you know him.
Yep, food spoon, exactly. Yay! Do you have anything I would use? Not as such, no.
If Tom decides he'll
MSK versus TSK, TBS, TSB. Cool. Exactly. Yay, loading. Tracer Tong's lab. Ooh. Hi. I don't remember if there's any items to pick up, but yeah. Hi. Hello. How's my... I got a lot of skill points, but the next thing I probably want to get skill points wise is probably just Master Rifle, basically. And then after that, maybe Advanced Lockpicking and Electronics. That's like more or less what I'm going for here. In some order, at least, those three. If I can get all of them good.
Mr. Tong, you know my brother Paul Denton.
Yes, a reliable man. So your kill switch has been activated.
I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours.
See how easily our technologies turn on us? The more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your hands.
Can you do something about it?
That will depend. You, like your brother, are an extraordinary piece of technology. I never pass up the chance to try a new blade, but I fear at the crucial moment I may lift up my arm to strike and you will twist free of my grasp.
In other words, I'll owe you a favor.
Indeed, as will your friend Mr. Jacobson, a man of much useful knowledge. He arrived in Hong Kong shortly after you did. I was forced to keep him in custody until I could verify his identity and his loyalties.
I assume he checked out.
I believe he is sincere. Now, go down the stairs to the operating platform, and I will examine your systems.
Cool. I'll just grab your money before I go. Thank you. Cool. Yay, biocell. I'll just check a couple of things. Don't worry. Do you not have like a repair bot somewhere? Not this one, but a repair bot. I'd love one. Hi.
You took a big risk following me here. Thanks.
When you believe in something, you've just got to do it.
Background noise.
So quickly.
Turns out I knew him all along. tt_undernet.0924.243.886. I posted a message to the board and he contacted me himself.
You talked to Jaime before you left?
He told me you wanted to use him as a spy. I don't know. Pretty dangerous, isn't it?
Maybe. What do you think?
Jaime was scared. Simons is on a witch hunt for traitors.
They probably suspect him because we're friends.
Exactly. But he told me he's going to stick it out because you think it'll help.
I hope he's smart enough to know when to get out. Did you ever dig up anything about this Daedalus character? I'm still hearing from him.
Actually, I did, sort of. Crypto says Daedalus was supposedly a government AI project, also known as Echelon 4.
Supposedly?
I'm getting this from anonymous crypto boards. Daedalus was supposed to beat the old content recognition problem in surveillance. It was a program that could search all the terabytes of intercepted messages for subversive content.
So, what happened?
Never panned out as far as I know. The problem was just too hard. They blew through a lot of taxpayer money, but finally had to scrap the whole project.
So the thing that's talking in my head is, what, resurrected AI?
I wish I knew. Tong has connections. You should scope out the labs for upgrades.
Will do. Gonna need a biocell for the... Cool. Now it's time to... I feel like I remember seeing an AUG upgrade thing here somewhere. I'm sure it'll hopefully come up.
Stay right there. Success. Come back to the control room.
Woo! And I didn't actually take damage, it just was like a thing. Again, I feel like I remember seeing an augmentation upgrade canister here, but it might be... Well, there's some bow rounds. Ooh. Okay, what do I need? I need a clip. Let's see. Let's... I'm not sure I really need one anywhere, but if anything is, it might be the assault shotgun these days then. Like, I find it difficult to believe I'll run into an enemy that requires more than 12 shots in the face, but... I don't have room and I don't carry lamps anymore, yeah. Repair bot, hi. Hi. Cool, you have water, excellent. Flares, right. Rebreather and a crowbar and multi-tool. Excellent. If you...
That's it?
A simple switch, as they call it.
Have you heard from Paul?
On his way, according to smuggler in New York. He will be fine. Meanwhile, we still face the likelihood of a triad war here in Hong Kong.
Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago.
A good bit of diplomacy, I admit, but it won't hold. Not with the sword left to be fought over.
I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture.
No. In their system, the sword is a doomsday weapon, a temptation. We must recover the ramen coating from VersaLife and make it available to both triads.
So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage?
The first of many favors. Remember, I saved your life. Now pay attention. The VersaLife elevator north of the market will require an employee number. Try 06288. Once inside, find Mr. Hundley, the shift supervisor. He can be persuaded to give you access to the labs.
Oh, cool.
You will find him receptive. He is the corrupt official who sold the Red Arrow the technology to begin with.
I'll find the ramen coating, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest.
If you choose to fight Majestic 12, you will need an ally. We will have a mutual interest for some time. In fact, I took the liberty of setting up a computer account for you. Login JC Denton. Password Sanctuary. Feel free to use the machine in my office.
Cool. That's a lot of notes. But yeah, it might be that the
We have much to offer one another if we cooperate.
Oh, sure. I think the augmentation canister I'm thinking of might be on a different trip when Paul is here, I think. Because I feel like I've checked all the corners at this point. I would have seen it there. Okay. Let's get a quick recharge of the, because I didn't get all of the I used some of the flashlight anyway, so get biocell back. Thank you. Cool. If you don't mind. Just checking. Yep. Welcome to the fold. They must not be allowed to succeed in... Seeks to use force and intimidation to seize absolute control of everything. Cool, that's what Majestic 12 wants to do. There we go, now we know. Sitref, stuff. Walton is now in lead there, that makes sense. Yeah, at UNATCO. Cool. Okie dokie. Then let's run along back and get somewhere along the lines of maybe near the VersaLife building. This layout of the building is really there's a lot of running involved here. Back and forth.
While you are here, observe the laws of the triad.
Sure.
I look forward to shaking the hand of my enemy.
Oh, goody. Okay.
Do not touch.
I told you, bad people around here. I am your new watchman. You stole 100 credits from me. The Dragonhead said I am your watchman. 50 credits every day. That's better than 100. I can make a profit out of this. I will do a good job.
What a weird interaction, for sure. Okie dokie. So, what I'll do, I'm gonna call the episode here on YouTube because I need a quick bathroom break and all that stuff, but I'll still continue streaming, but you know, so but if you're watching this on YouTube, I do hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, please do drop a like or a comment or even subscribe or share if you want to. And please join me here on Twitch because it's fun to see this stuff live and comment and such, but I'll hopefully see you again next time.